You know what's not obvious to me is like following processes. I know I need to do them, but following processes and consistency and schedules, not great with that. Finishing tasks, also not great with that.
Yeah. Well, you're an entrepreneur. That's why. That's just comes with the territory. Well, I was going to ask you though, I mean, kind of along those lines, I mean, you said, hey, look, one of the things I did because I'm trying to make it, my business not centered around one person is I've got to get everything down on paper, or metaphorically on paper, to where everything is out of my head and is transplantable into other people's heads. I'm just kind of curious. I first of all, kudos to you for doing that. I see the best owners doing that. But I'm curious. I mean, I think, if I think about it for myself, I'm like, man, that seems super overwhelming to try to create a manual or a process. And, how did you do that? Or how do you think about creating a manual for your business?
Yeah. So I have in my previous life, in middle management, I had done the same thing I have to think about the why. So again, I'm not great with details. This is like the bane of my existence is having to write down step-by-step instructions. Cause I'm more like, I don't know, and just do it, like whatever, just do it. But you have to write down step-by-step instructions. And so, I have to first remember why I'm doing this. And it's because I have a short shelf life of my attention span. I know every 2 years, I'm like ready to do something else. And I feel responsibility to whatever my responsibility is. I take that very seriously. And so I don't want to leave any program, business, anything left high and dry. And so that's what motivates me to do these manuals. I want to be able to step out of whatever role it is that I have and feel like I have left it in good hands for someone other than me. I don't want people to need me. Some people, I think, hold processes, especially maybe not in entrepreneurial areas as much, but like in the corporate world, sometimes you have people hold knowledge and hold processes as a power move. I have zero desire to have any power. I want no power, actually. I want no.
Yeah, that's right.
So I keep the why in mind. And then I try and be vigilant about just doing one thing at a time. Okay, I'm going to sit. I have to do this process. I'm literally going to write down the steps right now. And then like take the time, like over time, you end up getting more and more and more in your manual. In theory, that's what I do. And in practice, I kind of do that sometimes. And then other times I say, okay, I'm going to literally sit down and just write these all out for hours at a time. You just have to do it. And remember why you're doing it.
Yeah. Well, and I think that, yeah,
it's not fun.